Hey, beautiful people. My name is Evangelist Kas. Welcome to the Christian Dating Show. It's a Christian dating show where I am back on a journey and going to churches to try and find out why there are a lot of single women in churches. So I'm inviting you to come on a journey with me. And in today's episode, we have the lovely Angela. How you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Yeah. So I had to come to Angela's house. We're on a date, as you guys can see, but Christian-wise. So how you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm trying to relax. Trying to relax.
Yeah, feel free.
She offered me some alcohol, but I don't drink. And likewise, you don't drink either.
I don't know.
Why?
Why I don't drink? I've never really drank. I had some alcohol. I've experienced a bit of alcohol in the last few years, but I haven't mainly because of sports, really, and because
Okay.
I never desired to.
Oh, so you're just not an alcohol person normally?
No.
Ah,
No.
same here. So sports, you're into sports?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I noticed one time, remember, she's a friend of mine, guys. So we went to the gym one time and I hadn't slept 24 hours before we went to the gym. There's something you did with the boxing thing. You gave me 2 jabs. Is it jab? When you
Yeah,
go,
2
like,
jabs, yeah.
she did it so so fast. I didn't understand what happened. I was like, it's like I felt something hit me in my face really fast. I was surprised. But and I see your boxers here, your sports, yeah. So you're actually a professional boxer.
Yes, I used to box from when I was 10 years
Wow.
old, competitively, yeah. And my mom is actually,
She's
my whole family's into sports. I always have been.
wow.
So yeah.
So preferably, you prefer a man that is fit to go out with.
No, I don't actually mind.
So wait, if a man, guys, listen, so if a man comes today with a little bit of, hey, are you interested in someone on the show? Or do you want to get matched up? Or do you want to be a part of the next episode? If you do, feel free to contact us. Remember to stay blessed. Stomach, you don't mind that?
No, so for me, I think I'm more like a sapiosexual.
Okay.
So I get attracted to people with intellect, who are funny, I can have decent conversations with. So, but I'm not saying physical appearance don't matter. I would be lying. It depends on how he rocks the belly.
It depends on how he rocks the belly.
How he rocks the belly, yeah.
I've never heard that line before. It depends on how the man rocks the belly.
It depends how he rocks the belly, I think it's all about confidence. If he's confident within himself and he's very masculine and and he feels he shines, if the light shines on him, then that's fine.
You said masculine, so you like a man you like a man's man.
Yes, I like a divine masculine man. Divine masculine.
Okay, okay, there are men and there are men, leaders of men. So which category would you pick?
So for me, a man has to be confident, know what he wants, and I love a great leader. I've grown up with my dad, my granddad, who were amazing leaders. So for me, you got to be a leader. But when I say masculine and leaders, I'm throwing all these terms out there. What I'm talking about is a man with a true sense of direction. You can't lead me nowhere if you don't know where you're going. Where am I following you to?
I like that. You said a true sense of leadership. That's what a lot of men lack these days. And it's really affecting women. Because, I did a video recently of males going around getting women pregnant and they're not responsible. Like I said before, not every man is a husband, not every woman is a wife, But what makes you happy?
What makes me happy? I make myself happy. So there's days I'm happy and there's days I'm not happy. At the end of the day, happiness is mindset.
Cool. Okay, so let me go personal a bit. What do you think for you would make a good relationship?
A good relationship is a good foundation, which is trust, loyalty, honesty, transparency, good communication. For me, obviously, there's other elements. That's the basic foundation that needs to be there. And then other things like you need to be feeling the person. The person needs to be able to make you laugh.
That's true.
For me, when I say I'm looking for someone, you need to equally pour into the relationship, as in,
True.
you share the pain, you share the pleasure.
That's true.
And some days the other person is struggling and you're not, you pick up what they're lacking and vice versa. So, and that to me is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody, a ride or die. I'm looking for somebody who is loyal. That's very important to me. Loyal, honesty, trust is so important to me. As in this unconditional love aspect. I don't mind when you fuck up. Just be honest about it.
I like that. I like that. No, it's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're all human beings. And look, you could just be free, because I like realness. Me as a Christian, I'm not religious. I like reality. One of the things the church lack today is that the church are afraid to talk about sex. And if I learn about sex outside, I become wayward. But if a man or a woman preacher in church is to educate me about sex, I wouldn't have gone around the wrong way. I always believe that as a Christian, preachers, parents to teach their kids about sex, educate them about sex, that so that they won't do it the wrong way. On that note, so do you still want to get married?
I would get married if I found my person, 100%. Yeah.
You still want to get married?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, are you interested in someone on the show? Or do you want to get matched up? Or do you want to be a part of the next episode? If you do, feel free to contact us. Would you mind the man having kids already?
No.
No. So, have you ever been married?
Yes.
Okay. How long ago was I'm assuming you're divorced now. So how long ago was the divorce?
What?
Yeah, okay, 5 years. Yeah. Okay, so how many kids do you have?
3.
Okay, so how many kids would a man need to have, or that would put you off, or you would not mind?
It's not a criteria.
So if he has two kids, 3 kids, it doesn't matter.
10 kids, doesn't matter.
What if he has different baby mothers?
Fine.
As long as he's a man, but he's well-behaved kind of man. Okay, cool. So
I don't judge how many kids you have. It's how you are with your kids what I look at.
Wow, I like that. Wedding-wise, let's say by God's grace you find a man now, what kind of wedding would you want? Would you want a big wedding or?
No, a small intimate wedding.
Small intimate wedding, like a beach wedding. I mean, I want a beach wedding, to be honest with me. I want somewhere nice and romantic by the beach, and then we're going to a nice hall and dance all night. Yeah. What would be yours?
Yeah, I like a small intimate wedding, like with the closest people, whether it be family or friends, like the genuine close people, like the ride or dies in the circle. Yeah. And yeah, wherever, in a nice location, nice people, nice food, nice music, nice drink, we're all good.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
41.
41, okay. So what advice would you give a 20-year-old watching, that is single Christian female 20-year-old? So just look at the camera and just advise. What advice would you give?
What would I advise?
Yeah.
I would advise.
So like you, 20 years ago, what would I advise yourself, or 20-year-old?
I would have said, live life first. Follow through with your dreams. Chase your dreams. Build you. Work on you. And make memories. Have the best time of your life, because you've got one life to live. And the other thing is, what I've learned through my experiences, when you get married, that decision is the most important decision of your life.
That's right.
Sure. Your partner, the one you roll with every day, that's the most important decision of your life. True. More than a job, more than anything. Because if you meet the right person, you can live the most beautiful life.
That's the thing.
If you meet the wrong person,
it's hell. So what would you advise a 20-year-old guy?
A 20-year-old guy? Yeah. Live your life. You're not ready for that. You're not ready for that commitment. You're not.
So are you a modern day woman or traditional woman?
No, I'm not. I don't think I'm traditional. Okay. I think I don't think I would call my values or my boundaries traditional. Yes, loyalty, honesty is very important. Do I know my place as a woman? Yes, I do, because of the way I've been brought up. And that's what I'm seeking for, a very masculine man, because I'm struggling with many times with certain decision makings and stuff. And I can be honest enough to admit that emotionally, I can be sometimes emotionally.
Yeah, that's human.
Human, but also very female. I'm very feminine in that sense. And I need someone to say, look, you're now taking it out of context. Relax. Do you see what I mean? And I think that's important. So in that sense, I don't know if it's traditional, but I'm very sexual. I'm very open. I want to go out clubbing with my friends and sometimes without my partner. But at the same time, I want to be safe doing that. I want you to ask me who you're going with, where I'm going. In fact, if I can have my way, I want you to be waiting outside the nightclub and taking me back home too.
You see, now that's good. Now that puts into the next topic. So
I'm demanding too.
Yes, demanding sexually.
In every way. I want you to be completely into me. So I want you to have your freedom and for me to have my freedom. But I want to know what you do every second of the day, and I want you to be interested in what I do every second of the day.
That's love. I think that's love. So, hey, are you interested in someone on the show? Or do you want to get matched up? Or do you want to be a part of the next episode? If you do, feel free to contact us. Would you want your man to have a certain level of high sex drive?
Yes.
Yes. The way you said it, she's like, yes, like you're shy. No, because it's. I always say this to everybody. If you're going on a date, the first date, tell the person this is what you like, this is what you don't like. You might think it's too soon, but I would advise, because when you now get married, you start finding there might be no problem everything else because we're all adults, we all know how to behave. But when you now get to the bedroom, there's issues. So you would prefer a man with a...
Yeah, so it's not just about the sex drive. It's about so maybe in that sense I'm traditional. Yeah, I do like a man with a high sex drive and a guy that isn't afraid to try, that is willing to please and willing to be pleased and willing to have the craziest sex ever.
So obviously, the reason why I also preach about sex, and the reason why I do, is because a lot of even preachers struggle with that. There are pastors, there are people, pastors' wives, pastors, they struggle with sex problems in the sense that the pastor might have a high sex drive, but he's afraid to open up to his wife and say, babe, I want you to do this kind of sexual thing to me. Vice versa, the wife might be wild. The wife might tell the husband, babe, let the kids go to our in-law for the weekend, and I want you to tie me up somewhere or do all that kind of stuff. A lot of Christians are hiding this stuff in their closet. So with you, would you want the man that is open sexually?
Yeah, so I think because of the way I am, I need somebody who's very open sexually and very confident sexually, and experimental and adventurous and the whole lot.
What do you mean by experiment? Okay, you're gonna just put a little...
Yeah, so I'm somebody who gets bored quickly, to be honest, and I want to try different things. And there's nothing that I wouldn't expect to have a partner when I share my desires. Say he goes, no, not doing that.
You don't want a stiff man.
No, because if you haven't tried, you wouldn't know if it's for you.
Exactly.
So let's try.
You gotta be open, guys. You gotta be open. I think that's a healthy thing actually, because a lot of people, you don't know, and that actually breaks marriages. When, let's say, I'm into something and you're not, but if what I'm into is toxic for the relationship, then that's not good. But if it's fun and if it's spicy for the relationship, would you approve that?
Yeah, 100%. It can't be toxic because if we genuinely love each other and you're a divine masculine man and I'm in love with you, you want to seek to please me and I want to seek to please you. So everything we do sexually might not always be the best for me, but if that
does it for you,
then that automatically does it for me because I see you pleased, and vice versa. So if I pour into you and you pour into me, we're good.
Let me add the Bible verse for those people that will criticize. 1 Corinthians 7, there's a part where Paul said, as a man, my body belongs to my wife, and she has authority over my body. And as a woman, her body belongs to me, and I have authority over her body. It says we can do all this kind of stuff. And also, the only time we should abstain from sex as husband and wife is when we're both fasting. And the Bible also now teaches that if you want to fast, we both should be in agreement. And then after that agreement, we should come together quickly because Satan will tempt us. So basically, I'm putting a Bible verse there for those people that will want to just, oh my God, I can't believe you tell your man to open his leg. No, it's sex. It's a normal thing. God created sex. Enjoy yourself. In the context of marriage. So yeah. So, what would you like to add to it for someone that's trying to sign in on an application to you? What would what would you want to let them know?
There's no terms. You see all these applications and whatever. You just, it just needs to be your person. It needs to fit. It needs to be right. And I think it's people, they're too close-minded sometimes to say it needs to be this hard. You need to earn this money. You need to be sexually this, that. No. Sometimes when you feel someone, whether they meet certain criteria or not. So yeah, there's nothing really, anyone. I'll be very honest. I'll be very honest because I'm so modern and I'm so sexually open-minded, and I'm a professional and I go to work full time and I like to socialize. Would a very traditional or very religious man be compatible with that? Probably not. Okay. Probably not.
Yeah. See, that's it. I like that. I like the fact that you said that if he's religious or whatever, it wouldn't be compatible. But you see, the thing is, I also want to just say this. The thing is, Jesus didn't tell us to be religious. Jesus himself was not religious. It is people that made this followership of Jesus a religious thing. Jesus just said, "Come as you are and treat someone the way you want to be treated, and serve only Him." Now, what age range? What's the youngest guy you can date?
I don't want to put an age limit on it, but I do find I have a lot of younger guys show interest, and I do struggle with that because I'm a sapiosexual, and I will always say like there's this rule I have in my head, but it's not a rule. It's like 5 years up, 5 years down.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, okay. Well,
what about you?
Me, my age range. Now I'm 43 now, so
you asked me all these questions. Yeah. What, you're still single?
Yeah. There was this advice. Was talking on the phone. You said you want to give me an advice on the kind of girl I should go for.
Yes, So I think you're looking. Because obviously, I've known you.
As a Christian,
So there's still no ringer.
No ringer.
So yeah, I do think possibly you're looking in the wrong area, because what is this with you?
Yeah. Because I'm looking for girls in the church. So what are you saying?
Yeah, you are looking for girls in the church, but without wanting to offend anyone. I think when you look, and I know you're looking for the person you'll ride or die, honest, loyal, that has your back, you've got her back, and so forth, and that's open-minded. And I think a lot of times in religion, and I come from a religious home, but in religion you have a lot of times judgments and people struggling to be the authentic self that they possibly could be or should be. And unfortunately, it means they're not very open and honest and transparent because they feel they need to hide their little dirty secrets, and they don't share, they don't own their mistakes, they don't own their fuck-ups. And, how would this person think? And I know for a fact that a very, very religious woman wouldn't be able to do that. She wouldn't be able to come and say, Cass, you know what? I laid with one man last week and with his friend the week before and the brother the week before that. She might have done that, but she would never be able to
tell you she's hiding.
And that's not what I define as a good person, because you present an image you're not. And a lot of times we date and the other person presents themselves in a way that couldn't be further away from the truth of who they are. And when you then get to know them and you marry them, and then you start to realize, hold on a second. But if you know from the beginning, then you can say, actually, you know what? Yeah, that person fucks up like everybody else.
Does,
Because remember, we all fail in life. We all do terrible things in life. We're humans. It's not about what you do wrong. It's how you come back from that. Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
So you and me, we can be in a relationship and I can have cheated on you. That's okay. But how do I come back from that is the question. Do I come to you and say, look, I messed up. This is what I've done that day. And I did it because I felt this way. This is the reasons behind it. And I'm terribly sorry because I've done something to you that I shouldn't have done. Or do I let you walk into a room full of people where everybody looks at you and you know something is up, and then somebody comes, Cass, you know your girl? That's who she was last week. Do you see what I mean?
Damn.
That's not your person.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
yeah.
your person.
So in a nutshell, you're telling me not to go for the typical church girl or what?
I can't tell you. I would never tell you what choices to make. But
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's important when you've tried a few things and it hasn't worked for you, try something new.
Thank you. That's actually very, that's actually very nice. That's a good advice. Yeah.
So, and there's the saying, I think, it says, if you want a different result, you can't be doing the same
Same
thing.
thing.
Yeah, you need to change what you're doing to get a different result.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh
So,
shit. I like that. I like that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's very actually makes sense, because nobody's perfect and we're all trying to get to that perfection. It makes sense.
and
Thank
we
you,
will
thank
never be
you.
perfect. We'll never be perfect.
Mm.
It's just, do you own your mistakes?
Yeah.
And do you learn from them? And that's good. The greatest people in life are failed
Many
over and
times.
over and
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
and over.
Mm.
And you're not going to prevent a person, let's say, from cheating or committing adultery, how you
Mm.
call it,
Yeah.
if you don't work out what it is. There's a reason for it. There's a reason people do things, and they're not always bad or malicious or just selfish. There's a reason. Some have genuine problems. They're not feeling themselves, or they're not happy in their marriage, or they might be sex addicted. God knows. There's different reasons,
May God help us all. All right, so I like to do cheers, even though this is water and juice. Cheers. Anyway, so what's your last 5-second words for the audience watching?
Mm, um, be authentic, be real, and be patient. The right person will come to you at the
Amen.
right time.
Amen. Amen. Cheers. Thank you for being part of the show.
You're
So guys,
welcome.
thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share to your friends and your families and even your enemies. And yeah. Oh shit. Wow, that was good.